Hi everyone, this is the Paradox Engine, and today we have a unusual video. We want to talk about the 10 most interesting cards so far that have been spoiled from Modern Horizons 3 that are coming brand new into Modern. These are reprints from cards that are legal in other formats, primarily Commander and Legacy and Vintage, that have been suddenly thrusted upon Modern. And I want to start number 10 with a very unusual pick in Cursed Mirror. Cursed Mirror reads, for 2 and a red on Artifact, tap add red. As Cursed Mirror enters the battlefield, you may have it become a copy of any creature on the battlefield until end of turn, except it has haste. I think it's a great addition to Modern. I don't see it being used as much, but the idea of having more clones in red for Modern, for lists like Rakdos Scam and stuff like that, seems interesting, especially when it's 3 mana for another grief. I think it seems plausible, but I don't know. It seems interesting. I don't know if we'll see it. Maybe if Faithless Looting was still in the format and stuff like that. But I think it's a really interesting addition that's being added to Modern through this set. At number 9, we have Breya, Ethereum Sculptor. We all know this classic commander. She's 4-colored, white, blue, black, red, and it says, when Breya, Ethereum Shaper enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 blue Thopter artifact creature tokens with flying. It has 2, sacrifice 2 artifacts, choose 1. Breya deals 3 damage to target player or planeswalker. Target creature gets -4 -4 until end of turn, or you gain 5 life. I honestly don't understand what Breya is doing in Modern at the moment, but it is such an interesting card. It's competing in that 4-color uh pile with Omnath, maybe Domain Zoo, maybe the yeah, it's definitely like going through those same aspects where I don't see the value of the card right now in Modern and what we're currently running. But it seems very, very powerful in the format at the moment. I'm eager to see what happens with it. We might see something happening with the card in the near future. Hopefully. Maybe it's just a reprint for Commander, who knows. But seeing it enter Modern is a very interesting direction of where Modern Horizon 3 is shaping and becoming. For number 8, we have the five medallions: Sapphire Medallion, Emerald Medallion, Ruby Medallion, Jet Medallion, and Pearl Medallion. It's interesting that they're coming to Modern. They're essentially a mana rock, quote unquote. Let's be honest. Uh, but it's interesting to see that they're putting what is essentially a pseudo fast mana on Modern, where these cards could be a one-off, maybe 2 ofs in a sideboard, depending on what you're playing against. It's just an interesting addition to Modern, and I think it might see play, but we'll see. Maybe and hopefully they're just for reprints, and maybe we don't actually get to see them, but I have a feeling that we might actually get to watch a couple of Storm decks pop off with these, maybe. Who knows? Hopefully not. I like Storm, but I don't think the medallions would be great for them. Now, for my other additions. For number 7, if I do believe, it's Kappa Cannoneer. Kappa Cannoneer is amazing. I think it's gonna be one of the most impactful cards in coming from the set, from a commander set coming into Modern. Affinity's on the rise. There's a couple of cards that are probably going to be seeing more use thanks to this. We've already seen a couple of affinity lists thrown around in different tournaments and in different uh play groups and testing. And we've already seen that a lot of people are speculating on this. But Kappa Cannoneer seems like a really good card to reprint in Modern Horizons. And it reads like this: 5 and a blue. Artifact creature, Turtle Warrior, improvise. Your artifacts can help cast this spell. Each artifact you tap after you're done activating mana abilities pays for 1. It has Ward 4. Whenever Kappa Cannoneer or another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Kappa Cannoneer, and it can't be blocked this turn. If I do remember correctly, as we were saying, there is an affinity deck list running around right now, and I think this is an auto-include, amazing auto-include. Not only do you have the Omnithopters and the other artifact that is enters draw 2 or 3 cards that can help pay for Kappa Cannoneer. It's also a 6-drop that helps reduce the affinity in your artifacts. So I think this is just really, really good for Modern. For number 6, we have Buried Alive. Buried Alive entering Modern is a very interesting idea. It reads like this: 2 and a black. For a sorcery, search your library for up to 3 creature cards. Put them into your graveyard, then shuffle. It's basically 3 Entomb for 3 mana. And I think it's interesting that we're seeing a card like this enter Modern, where we previously had issues with Dredge. We previously had issues with reanimating Griselbrand easily. Maybe this is for the madness in Emrakul. I really don't know. Hopefully it sees play. I think it's an amazing reprint for the format, and it'll be very fun. For number 5, this is a board wipe. It's Toxic Deluge. Toxic Deluge entering Modern is amazing. It reads 2 and a black for another sorcery. As an additional cast to this spell, pay X life. All creatures get -X until end of turn. This is an amazing, amazing board wipe. Entering Modern is beyond belief. The amount of commander cards that are entering Modern recently is absolutely bonkers. But that is, I think that's what they're trying to do with this set. They're trying to introduce fun, mechanically unique cards into Modern. Toxic Deluge is an amazing, amazing board wipe. Sure, you're paying life. A lot of people do not like playing with the resource, but that is what Black does in Magic. Place your life is another resource, correct? Moving on. At number 4, we have Layla the Blade Reforged. Layla is an amazing commander already, and it entering Modern for a... Let's read it, because it's amazing. 2 and a red. Legendary creature, Spirit Warrior. Haste. Whenever Layla the Blade Reforged attacks, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from your library and or graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on Layla. This is an amazing card. I can see this being played in Rakdos Scam. I can see this being played in a mono red aggro deck. I can see this being played in a... it has so much play, but I think where it will be played is Scam and mono red aggro. Maybe out there someone will brew something out there with it. I can't really tell right now. My brain is going blank with this card. I just know that this card is going to be insane with Rakdos Scam, and it's going to be amazing. For number 3, it's Phyrexian Tower. We all know what Phyrexian Tower does. It's an amazing card. If you don't, here's what it says. It's a legendary land. It taps for colorless, but if you sacrifice a creature, if you tap it and sacrifice a creature, you add 2 black mana. It's amazing. Again, another Rakdos Scam card probably. It'll probably go into a Reanimator list. It'll most likely gonna be a Reanimator card. Seeing that we have Buried Alive too. Hopefully, I don't know. I think this is an amazing card to add into Modern. Let's hope it sees a lot of play. For number 2, we have Kirik, Son of Yawgmoth. For 4 colorless mana and 3 Phyrexian black mana. meaning that you can play 3 black or 6 life. It's a legendary creature Phyrexian horror minion. Lifelink. For each black mana and a cost, you may pay 2 life rather than pay that mana. So it's replacing black mana for Phyrexian mana. Whenever you cast a black spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Kirik, Son of Yakmoth. I think this card is going to be great. Simple fact that it's reducing the cost of things, it's going to automatically probably go into a mono black storm deck, or it's going to be into a mono black reanimation deck. The amount of things that can happen with this card is insane. We'll see what happens. We might get a page from Modern, from Commander, and a couple of shenanigans will happen. But for number 1, and this is a card that I am very, very excited to see, especially since it is a very, very good piece for humans. It is Recruiter of the Guard. It reads, for 2 and away, creature human soldier. Remember, Recruiter of the Guard enters the battlefield. You may search your library for a creature card. With toughness 2 or less, reveal it, put into your hand, then shuffle. This, with Collect a Company, or to be honest, this just in and of itself is an amazing card. You can get your Esper Sentinels, you can get your, let's see, because I had a list of cards that literally went with this card, and let me just get it. Look, creatures you can get with Recruiter of Guard. You can get with Imperial Recruiter, right? No, Recruiter of the Guard. You can get all of Thalia's, Esper Sentinel, Blood Artist, Dragon's Rage Channeler. You can also get a couple of the quintessential humans. I can't remember all of them right now, but yes, there is a lot of things you can absolutely get with this card. If anyone knows the other cards that are prevalent right now in lists, please put them down below. I am blanking out right now, and I can't find the list I made. Please do check it out, and let us know in the comments what you think. I think this list of reprints is amazing, and we might see so much potential in Modern with these new cards, especially Recruit of the Guard and Kirik. I think those are my most hyped cards. Oh, and Kappa Cannoneer. Those are my 3 most hyped cards for Modern. But yeah, we'll see you later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Tell us which cards you are mostly excited for.